So this is how we go through the process that we talked about making a PowerPoint presentation for students that has blanks on it that they can take notes in. And we decided the best delivery method would be a link to a Google Slides document in My Big Campus so that the students wouldn't have to worry about saving and uploading, downloading the presentation that they take notes on. It will automatically be saved in their Google Drive. So this is the process that we came up with yesterday, and let me know if we need to tweak this in any way. But basically, I already have my presentation set up for my students. It's down here, called Student Progressivism and the Republic. I started with the original PowerPoint. I immediately made a copy of it and renamed it Student Progressivism so that I wasn't deleting things off of my original PowerPoint. That's really important. So I made the PowerPoint I want my students to take notes on, and now I'm going to upload that into Google Drive and share that with my students. So the first thing I'm going to do is open Chrome. And I have not done Lightspeed yet this morning, so I need to do that. Once your Google Chrome opens, you can go to google.com, and this is going to be kind of a gateway for you to get to your drive. You can also make a shortcut to your drive if you'd like. But these squares up here are the Google apps, and if you click on it, these are all the apps that are available to you, and we're just going to click on Drive to get to our drive. And remember, Drive is like a flash drive, but it lives on the internet. It lives in a cloud, so you have access to all of your documents no matter where you're at, as long as you have an internet connection. Another thing that I like about Drive is that I can work on documents wherever I have an internet connection, and I don't have to worry about losing a flash drive or things of that nature. You can organize your drive in folders, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Since this is the teacher aspect of it, I'm going to go ahead and make a folder for my AP US History class. So I'm going to go to Create a folder right here, and then I'm going to name it AP US History. And notice my drive up here is in red. Whatever is in red, that's where that folder is going to go. So just like your H drive, whichever folder you have selected, you could put folders within folders. So this is my drive. It's just like the big jump drive. So this is where the folder is going to go. And you'll notice there it goes. It pops up right there. And then within that folder, I'm going to click on the name of that folder, because within that folder, I want a folder for the unit that I'm doing. So I'm going to create another folder that's called Progressivism, because that's what my notes are about today. So I'm going to hit Create. Okay, so notice now that AP US History is red and there's a little arrow next to it. If I click on that arrow, it shows me there's a folder in there called Progressivism. I could navigate to that folder from here, or I could just click on this one as well. And this is where I want to upload my PowerPoint. But before I do that, I want to make sure that my upload settings are correct so that Google Drive automatically converts that PowerPoint into a Google Slides, which is their version of PowerPoint. The upside of that is when the students are taking notes, they won't have to worry about saving it. Google Slides automatically saves everything that they do as they do it, so they don't have to worry about saving it. Also, too, they don't have to worry about their notes being deleted when their laptop has a problem and it has to be re-imaged. All of this will already be saved in the cloud, so all they'd have to do is log into their Google Drive and get their notes again. And that would be helpful for a student that has like a year's worth of notes in their Google Drive. So we're going to make sure our settings are right for the upload first. So we're going to go to the settings button over here, and we want to go to upload settings, and we want to make sure that convert upload files to Google Docs format is checked. If it's not, you can just click on it and it will go ahead and select. And then also make sure that you confirm settings before each upload. is selected as well, because sometimes you might want to upload something to your Google Drive that you don't want converted to Google Docs, that you want it to be saved in the a regular version. So to upload your file, what you're going to do is we're going to make sure that the folder we want it to upload to is in red, and then we're going to click the upload button. We're going to go to Files, and when the dialog box pops up, we're going to go to our Documents and click on the file that we want to upload. In this case, it's the Student Progressivism PowerPoint, and I'm going to hit Open. And before it uploads, I'm going to get this dialog box that says, are you sure you want to convert this to presentation, spreadsheets, and drawing into Google Docs format? I do, so I'm going to hit Start Upload. And you'll see the progress here. When it's finished, it'll show up here, and notice it's changed formats. Now it's a Google Slides presentation. So the last thing that we need to do then is we need to make sure that we make this presentation accessible to the students, because right now only you can see this presentation. And so we want to make sure that we make the link accessible to all of the students that you want to see it. And so we're going to open it up into Google Slides, and it looks like this. Now, if you have a whole lot of fancy formatting in your presentations or your PowerPoints, they may not translate to Google Slides, but if you'll notice, there are nice places for students to take notes here and save their documents. And notice that this says savings. So anytime a student makes a copy of this, opens it up, then it automatically saves, which is really nice for them. So we're going to make this so that they can see it when we post it on My Big Campus. So we got to share it. So we're going to click this blue share button up in the top right. And then we're going to change, this is the link that you would post on My Big Campus so that students would be able to access this presentation. However, we're going to change this. Right now it says private, only you can access this. So if you didn't change this, when a student clicked on the link, it would say, warning, you're not allowed to see this because it's a private document. So you need to change this to anyone with a link. And you want to make sure it says can view. If you make can edit there, then all students would be editing on the same PowerPoint, which kind of defeats the purpose of them doing their own notes. So we want to make sure can view. You want to hit save, and then we hit done. But before that, I'm going to copy this link. So I'm just going to make sure it's all highlighted, and I'm just going to hit Control C to copy it, or you can right click on it and copy here. Okay, now I'm going to hit done, and then I'm going to open up a new tab up here at the top. You can open up a new tab by just clicking on this new tab button right here at the top with the tabs. I'm going to go to My Big Campus, and then you go to the group that you want to post this PowerPoint for. Unfortunately, you have to do this for each one of your groups. So I'm going to show you a way to make that a little bit quicker. So let's say, for example, I wanted to post this in the training tests. We're going to pretend that's my AP US History class. So on the left here, you could go to groups and go to your groups that way. But on the right, you have the shortcut to groups now. And so I find my group, and if I click the arrow, that takes me directly to the group I want to go to. And then I click on announcements. And then I'm going to say, here are the notes for this week. And then I'm going to hit Command V or Control V, or I'm going to right click and paste the link that I just copied. And I'm going to hit Post. And so now my students will all get an email, if they've got their notifications set up correctly, that I've posted the notes for this week. Or you can point this out the next time they come to class. And that's how you post this for your students. And you'll have to do this for each one of your classes. So to make it a little bit easier, you could always copy and paste this. Copy this part. Go to your next group that you have to post it in, which we will do that in this one. Go to announcements. And now I can just paste this, and it's already all pasted, and hit post, and there you go. My students in those two AP classes have their notes for this week that I want them to fill out.